everyone. Welcome to Energy Medicine with Monica. I'm Monica Marzak, certified body talk practitioner and certified holistic practitioner, where we come together each week to shift what is ready to be transmuted and look at a global perspective of what's ready to be um, tended to within yourself and as a whole. Now, really important to note that I am simply the observer, which is quite the thing to do. When you observe, you shift. So you are your own healer. Whatever you observe within yourself um, is ready. That's ready to be left behind. All right. So in today's work, I'm going to be working through the masculine and the feminine in relation to um, your own masculine and feminine essences or energy systems within yourself. So this is nothing to do about the male body or the feminine or the female body. Everyone within them has a masculine energy and a feminine energy. Uh, First thing we need to do is give gratitude for these two very different energy systems or polarities, the masculine and the feminine. We have both of them within us, but when you discount one, then you're doing a disservice to the whole. So if you are not giving gratitude to the masculine within you, so the feminine will come up and say, food. And then the masculine will, your own inner masculine will take you to the kitchen and put something together for you. Like right now, I'm in my feminine intuition. I'm talking through my intuition, but my masculine is at work being able to provide this session to you. So my masculine is working and my feminine is at play in the intuition. So you can see where your attitudes about masculine and feminine are unhealthy. And this unhealthy habit of, let's say, blaming the masculine energy, or blaming the feminine energy creates a rift within your life, and it was reflective in your life around you. So as within, so without. As within, so without. So whatever you do to yourself or whatever you do out there, you will do out there. So if you condemn your own masculine, you will condemn the men or the masculine energy out in your life. If you condemn the feminine, say you don't understand your own emotions, or you are out of tune with your own emotions or your intuition, and then you look out there and you say, all women are crazy. Well, there's already a burp. But when these energies become polarized in the sense of, instead of working together in unison and become against each other, you have dysfunction throughout the land and throughout your family. So the masculine is very simple. You can go ahead and research this yourself. I'm not here to say it's right or it's wrong. This is simply what I'm observing for this session. You can look up work by David Data. He's fantastic in dealing with masculine and feminine. And you can also go ahead and do your own list and see what it feels like to sit in your masculine energy, and then see what what it feels like to sit in your feminine energy. So masculine is active, going out to work. That's a masculine. Putting things in order. That's a masculine. That's masculine. Feminine is chaos. You notice the mess behind me is a little chaotic. So that's the feminine. Messes all over the place. It's feminine energy. The masculine goes in and makes order out of chaos. We need both. You need both. The masculine sees through the eyes of the feminine. So I'm saying he, but the masculine takes decisive action based on intuitive guidance. Okay, so there's no one to blame. You can't turn around and say, oh, well, you were wrong and I made the wrong decision because of you. No, there comes responsibility. Okay, intuition is giving me a hunch. I'm going to go ahead and make a choice for myself. This is gallbladder. and I'm responsible for my choices. I'm not going to turn around and blame the feminine, the intuition, nor is the feminine going to go around, turn around and look at the masculine and go, intuition. None of that. They work together. So we're doing a masculine and feminine balance through the pineal and the pituitary. We need to clean up that connection. There is such a clashing of communication and a lack of gratitude for what each energy brings to the table. So I'm going to say this really, really basically. It's just so basic. But the masculine provides the house, he's the structure, and then the feminine makes it a home. The masculine provides the meat, and the feminine makes it into a meal. Now, it doesn't matter if you're partnered with anyone or if you're single, you can see, start to explore for yourself. Um, you're a single person and you go out and you work. That's your masculine. And then you come home, you've gone hunting to the grocery store, and you turn it into a meal for you and your family. That is your feminine. So you've got the two. Now, where the dysfunction comes in is if you're a tyrant or whiny about the other energy not doing something for you. Okay, so we're going to grow up. Just feel like saying, grow up. We're going to anchor this to individuation, to the heart, which is the act of growing up, to individuate from childishness, to grow up from childishness. And we've got to as well bring in the midline, right? To stand on the razor's edge between the both and see the whole view, not just being in a space of having your blinders on and thinking that this is the only way and this is the right way. So if you are a type of person that lumps a whole group of people together because of one experience that you've had, one experience does not give the right to judge the whole. There we go. If you've had bad experience within a relationship, it's not all men or women or masculine or feminine that make the rule. It's not one that makes the rule. And you are the common denominator in your life. So if you keep on having a series of unfortunate events through, let's say, relating with people, you cannot say that 10 people are the problem. When you blame outwards, you've got one finger pointing to God, one finger pointing to the person that you're blaming, and three fingers pointing back at you. So it was in my 20s where I took a look at my life and I would complain. I did. I used to complain a lot about people. And then I went, wait a minute, Monica, you are the common denominator in your life. It cannot be all of these other outside things that are causing you so much distress and blaming everyone. So, we are going to work through bringing in a high aim and working through responsibility. There's no one to blame, not even yourself, but there is responsibility. Can't be blaming the world for all of your problems and expecting someone else to be different so that you can feel comfortable. That's not really, that's tyrannical. That's really tyrannical. To expect everyone around you to do as you want to do or as you say so you can stay comfortable is keeping you in dysfunction. And I'm going to say this, it's not anyone's responsibility to meet your expectations, not even yourself. Whew, this is where we're going to end through that midline to be able to see where you are polarized in your own life, doing a masculine feminine balance through the endocrine system of pineal pituitary. The masculine sees through the eyes of the feminine, and you can see for yourself where you discount your intuition, where your masculine may be pushy of your intuition, saying, make it make sense, make the intuition logical. That's an oppression from the masculine onto the feminine or into that intuitive. And then if the feminine discounts the masculine by lack of gratitude. So, those women who are never happy, for example, a lot of times people go to counseling, and the one complaint men have is nothing I do makes her happy. So the feminine will say, "Oh, I'd love to have that pink color on the wall." The masculine goes out and paints the color, and she'll complain that he did a bad job. So it's complete castration. So we do it back and forth. So you can see for yourself how you do this within yourself. So we're not going out and changing the world. Help your by shifting yourself and looking inward, insight, you get to make things conscious by making the unseen conscious by looking within. And we're anchoring through the midline and keeping our aim high. Keeping your aim high, which means doing what is right by the 10 commandments in the section 7 of the thalamus. That you always have a God to answer to, and not what is easy. That's a low aim. That's a low aim. All right, I'm going to tap this in, and I'll see you all next week.